Hello everyone, my name is Simon Franco and I am recording this video as an introduction. Um, I work at the University of Minnesota Morris. I've been working for the past 2 years in the area of academic success and student development for the Office of Equity, Diversity, and Intercultural Programs. Starting next week, actually, July 8th, I will be embarking in a new role as the Student Activities and Leadership Coordinator. So I am looking forward to a different aspect to my work. Um, Many of you already know this, but I am originally from Venezuela and I have been in the United States for about 11, almost 12 years this summer. And as I mentioned, I work for the University of Minnesota Morris, and that is actually where I got my undergraduate degree in political science and business management. I'm coming to you from my living room right now. My wife is upstairs with our little cat. His name is Levi. He usually is around when I'm recording videos or having Google Hangouts with people, but he's busy at the moment. I'm looking at the prompt here, and I'm thinking about my undergraduate career. My experience is a little bit different to many people because I started my undergraduate career back at home in Venezuela. I graduated from high school when I was 16, and before you think that that's amazing, it's very normal for Venezuelans to graduate at that age. And I went directly into the Air Force Academy at that age. I was there for 3 years, and at that time I did not know anything about theory. Everything was very much applied. I was studying to be a Air Force pilot and an officer in the Venezuelan Air Force. Through some unforeseen circumstances, I ended up leaving the academy, and after a year of trying different jobs, odd jobs here and there, I decided that I wanted something more for my life. So I came to the United States, to the University of Minnesota Morris, to study. And as I mentioned, my areas were political science and business management. Very much at the time, I was very much interested in doing something where I could, that was apply, right? I wanted to learn things that were tangible. That was my approach. However, a friend of mine was a philosophy major, and we sat down one day and we were working through one of his readings, and he said, "You know, you have a good mind for theory. You should look into philosophy as a career." At the time, I was very dismissing of the idea because um, I thought it was worthless. I'm like, this is not applicable. I can't make money with this. There's not such thing as a philosophy factory, right, where you can go work and apply that. So I was not very much attracted to that idea. So after that, after that, I had to take a intro to political science, which was then after I took it renamed to intro to political inquiry, which was very much political theory classes, and I just fell in love with it. So as a matter of fact, I graduated UMM with a political science degree, but I was the first person to graduate this institution with two areas of expertise or emphases. Um, One being international relations, which was what I was originally interested in, and then the other one was political theory. Um, I had to write two original theses for my political science and one for my business management. Um, so that was how I first encountered theory in my life. What it meant to me was uh, a way of looking at the world differently, learning what people had said, people were that were, you know, alive 2,000 years ago, and seeing how some of those ideas still applied today was very much interesting to me. Therefore, I believe that theory is very much alive and very much part of our lives and very much foundational for everything that we do. I got into student affairs, like many people, sort of by accident. Um, I met my wife and I got married, and she teaches here at UMM. So when an opportunity opened up at the Office of Equity, Diversity, and Intercultural Programs, I took it. So at the time, I didn't know much about student development theory. However, my first 6 months in that position were very much reading and learning so I could be better at my job. So I have to disclaim that I have already read the book that we're reading for this class, though it wasn't my copy. So now I have my own. So that's exciting. Looking at the prompt here, the next part I want to talk to you guys about is how my colleagues perceive or how they apply or how they talk about student development theory or theory in general. So as a political scientist with a background in political theory, theory has always been very much part of my life, and that is sort of how I approach the world. The next part was once I started and I became a student affairs professional, I knew that I needed a better foundation so I could better serve our students. So I very much dove head into the entire student development theory. It's very much applicable in my day-to-day life, or it has been, and I'm sure that it will continue to be very much applicable. I think it has a very important role, and I just tweeted that when thinking about student development theory, if theory informs practice, then we can think about it as a blueprint. And how can we build a house without a blueprint? I think the context of that being that a house would be uneven and not really able to sustain itself. So in order to do our jobs right and in order to do what we need to do and help our students, we very much need to inform our practice on theory. And also I wanted to show my Manchester United's hat because I'm a Man's U person. I also follow the Italian league. I don't know if you guys want to hear about soccer, but so probably not. Sorry, Professor Vianden, I really don't follow the German league. I'm a Real Madrid type of fan from the Spanish league and a Man U guy from the Premier League. And I'm continuing to look here. The pages from the book that we're reading, though I had read the book before, having somebody to actually, or having a group of people to actually digest the information with has been really helpful. It also has led me to think about some of the interactions and experiences that I've had to this point with students, and also has helped me analyze my own life a little bit better, realizing what vectors I was going through at certain stages of my life, and also the stages from Erickson has helped me think about what my students are going through and what I can be doing to support their development. So that's me in a nutshell. If you guys have any other questions, please feel free to ask. I'm already over time, so thank you very much for listening, and I'm really looking forward to continuing learning with you guys. I know that my first introductory video, I spoke a lot about being really concerned about the online learning system, and I know that some of you had the same worries. So I think that together we can do it, and I think that is a very exciting chapter in our lives and our careers. So let's continue to support each other, and let's continue to challenge ourselves so we can develop as professionals and students and learners, lifelong learners, since that is the liberal arts way, and that's my background as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Happy 4th. Bye.